From town to town, from London to Taiwan, I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight, we will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight, we will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. We are heroes tonight, we will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to a brand new stream. Today we are going to be looking at a wildcard stream. So let me actually get it up. I don't know why it just disappeared. Oh, actually, wrong side. Here we go. Wildcard stream. We are going to be looking at maybe what you can do for building a wildcard from Gameweek 4. Now, I'm not playing a wildcard, but we're going to be looking at for those who want to play a wildcard, maybe what's the best squad to get. If you are new, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. My name's Ryan and welcome to the Football Chatbox. Let's get into the video. Now, before we start, this stream is, usually I do a deadline day stream, but because I most likely might not be able to do a deadline day stream tomorrow, I decided to maybe have a stream today. So if you are new, feel free to get involved in the chat. So this is like a pre-deadline day stream / wildcard stream. Having said all of that, let's get in. So let me clean this up because this was my old squad. So we're gonna get rid of all. No, we can't get rid of all. Okay. We're gonna have to do it individually. Okay. Let's go wildcard. If we're gonna do wildcard, in terms of planning for a wildcard, you need to know that if you're wildcarding now, you're going to have to target the next couple fixtures. So you want to get an advantage over people who are not wildcarding for the next couple fixtures. But at the same time, you want to be able to set yourself up for maybe from Game Week 9 onwards. For the people who are wildcarding Game Week 9 onwards, you want to kind of set yourself up to be able to have those players as well. Welcome to Amit. Hello. How are you doing? I am having a good evening. Heran, good evening. Hope everything's good. I'm doing well. Thank you. Welcome. So we're just doing a wildcard stream because for anyone who's wildcarding, hopefully it'll help them. Now, you kind of want to, if you're wildcarding, you need to know Game Week 9 what what's the better players to have. So I found this on Twitter, which is a Wildcard 9 fixture swings. So when you're building a wildcard this week, you probably want to have some of these players with fixtures from this in this green box. So we'll have a look at that as well when building our team. Abdul Rahman, how are you doing? He's asking me who am I captaining. Okay, this is my squad for this week. Now tomorrow I might not be available for the deadline stream. Therefore, I'm showing you guys my squad this week. The plan is to captain Salah. I got Perisic and Gundogan in. And I sold Ake and Heung-min Son. Plan is to captain Salah. Now, let's move into the wildcard. Let's start with goalkeepers. If you want a goalkeeper for a wildcard, ideally, we'll look at a team that probably has good fixtures even post wildcard 9. The ones that stand out for me in terms of really good defense is Newcastle. Now, Newcastle, Nick Pope is probably a good option. So now you want to kind of check and see whether Nick Pope has good fixtures even before that. So where is Newcastle? Newcastle. Here we go, Newcastle. So what's Nick Pope's fixtures for the next couple of weeks? Took a hit? Yeah, no, I didn't take a hit. I had 2 free transfers. 2 free transfers and I did it. I might think of taking a hit to do Reed to Luis Diaz. I might think of that. Okay, back to the wildcard. Newcastle have good fixtures for the next couple of weeks, and they also have good fixtures post game week 9, where a lot of people will wildcard in. So Nick Pope is a really good option for those who want to wildcard. So we'll add Nick Pope here. Then you'll want a 3.9. We have our first 3.9 goalkeeper because you want a cheap goalkeeper. If you are basically, wildcarding and having a 5 million goalkeeper, you don't really want a rotation keeper. So Iverson is in next for a 3.9 goalkeeper. Now, you've got the likes of, in terms of defense, Liverpool's defense does go down, but I think for the moment they still have good fixtures. So I would still probably keep a Trent on a wild card. But if you don't want to keep a Trent, you could probably move him to a Cancelo. Maybe a Cancelo offers at the moment a bit more better than a Trent would. So we're going to go and try and get a Cancelo for the moment. In terms of Arsenal, they have good fixtures for the start. So I like the look of Saliba. I would want a Reece James because Chelsea's fixtures look good from now till going forward. And they don't have much of a fixture swing as well in game week 9. Is there any other better goalkeeper I can get? Is any other better goalkeeper Pope? I can get Trippier. Yes. Okay. So there is the question where maybe Trippier offers better option for Newcastle defense than Pope. In that specific case, I still like the look of Sanchez or Rea. Now, let me go back to goalkeepers. So let's say we didn't want Pope, right? And we wanted Trippier because Trippier is also a really good option. Maybe Trippier offers more than Pope as well. So in that specific case, let's go. We'll probably want Sanchez, who has good fixtures for the next 8-9 Liverpool. After that, maybe not Sanchez is good until this bit, but then it gets a bit more harder over here. So you might want to switch goalkeeper over here. Let's look at Rea for the long run. Until game week 9, Sanchez is pretty good. Rea. Here we go, Rea. So Rea has good fixtures. Yeah, I think Rea is probably the keeper you'll want of choice. Because it's good fixtures until about game week 17. So after that, you can free hit again. So Rea is probably your next best option if you wanted. There is also Henderson from Nottingham Forest. But I think Henderson and Nottingham Forest are conceding way too many chances for my liking. So I probably wouldn't go there. Apart from that, you can have Ramsdale if you wanted to. But I think he's not giving you the same value in terms of saves and everything that you want from a goalkeeper at the moment, who can get you bonus points as well. So Pope can get you bonus points. Rea could possibly get you bonus points. And even Sanchez is also... Sanchez, maybe you won't get too many bonus points, but he's also not a bad option. So let's say we wanted to go with Rea, okay, instead of Pope. And then we wanted to switch I don't have Nathan Ake here, so we're going to go and get Trippier because Newcastle defense still pretty good, and Trippier offers you set pieces. So we get Trippier. I think James is still someone you probably want to have, so I would continue to have James. Nico Williams for 4 million, I think he does well. I will keep him probably. I mean, there is the talk of a potential West Ham 4 million defender in Emerson. Pictures are a bit of a mixed bag, but if he's going to be playing, maybe after game week 8 or something, he might be a decent option. But for now, I'm happy to just keep Nico Williams. I'm not going to play him. If you wanted to, maybe Emerson could be a punt, playing for a slightly better team than Nottingham Forest. Now, Martinelli, I think you keep him because his fixtures, at least in the until game week 8, are good. You can probably replace him later. You get rid of Son, and you would bring in a midfielder. Now, which midfielder would you get? There are quite a few options right now. You could probably, again, this midfielder, you don't have to worry too much about the fixture swings. But if you wanted a player, probably from Leicester right now, I think Maddison is a good option from Leicester. 2 tough fixtures for now, but after that, game week 6 onwards, pretty good run of fixtures. So if you're willing to take these 2 tough fixtures, I think Maddison is worth a punt. If not, you could probably go for someone else and then bring Maddison in later. Salah, I would still keep Salah for the near run. And I would still keep the 2 strikers in Jesus or Haaland. Now, there is a case for not going with Haaland. You could probably go someone like a Tony, because Brentford's fixtures are good for the long run. And then you could probably upgrade from, instead of having Haaland, you could probably go and get yourself a KDB. Where is he? Because there's a case that maybe KDB could potentially outscore Haaland if Haaland is going to get rotated quite often. That is a possibility. So you could do something like this. Andreas, I still think you could keep him. He's the best 4.5 option in the game. And then obviously Archer, 4.5 forward. You're not expecting much. This leaves you with about 1 million in the bank. I'm just going to keep in mind that people have various amounts of budgets left. For me, it's here 1.4. Maybe for you, 1 million. Or maybe for you, you might even have more than 1.4 million. So you could probably use that money to upgrade something else. You could probably upgrade Nico Williams to... if you did the move on time, maybe a Perisic, that would have been a possibility. If you couldn't get a Perisic, then maybe you will have to probably wait and see. Maybe Doherty, if he starts becoming an option, could be a good option as well. But there are options for you. You could downgrade Maddison for the short time and go to maybe a Gundogan, and then move to Maddison after that. If you wanted, that's also another option, because you don't have to build a squad until like game week 9. You can also make a couple transfers in between. Maybe you roll in game week 5, but game week 6 you can make a transfer. So you could probably go Gundogan for now. And where is he? You could probably go like a Gundogan, and they go to Maddison in like game week 6 or something. That's a very well, that's a possible scenario. And this itself makes your team look pretty strong, because I already have I would probably start, if I was to start someone, I would probably start Perisic potentially if he's going to start against Forest, and bench Saliba. But yeah, this itself I think is a pretty good strong squad. And maybe you'll captain Salah for this week. No Trent, no Liverpool defenders at all. But there's a lot you can do by improving your squad without those 2 Liverpool defenders. If you wanted to, you could probably go Trent, but then you'll have to make sacrifices somewhere else. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is it time for 3-4-3 with 2 4 million defenders and third forward as Wilson? Well, Callum Wilson is potentially out for 3 weeks, so I probably won't go Callum Wilson, because there's rumors that he could be out for about 3 weeks. So if you wanted another forward, Tony is a good option. I think a third forward is actually... we will start seeing a lot of third forwards. When you get to about game week 7, 8, I think when does Fulham's fixtures improve? When you get to game week 8, you'll start seeing the likes of Mitrovic getting involved as well. So a third forward is not a bad idea right now. maybe Tony for now because Callum Wilson is injured. I would be very interested to see what Newcastle's new signing Isaac comes in at, in terms of what price he comes in at. If he comes in at like 6.5, and if we know if he's going to start or not, he could be another good option. But yeah, this is just a potential wildcard squad. This is going to be my team for this week. And yeah, this is basically it. I don't think I will be making any changes. I'm slightly tempted to do a hit to take a -4 to get to move Reed to where is it? To Luis Diaz. I am slightly tempted to do that. And then play him because I think Bournemouth is a pretty good fixture. Newcastle will be a slightly tough fixture, but I don't mind. And then Everton and Wolves are also, I like the fixture. So I like these 4 fixtures. Obviously, Darwin Núñez will be back for Everton. But we'll have to see whether Darwin Núñez will start the Everton game or not. So yeah, let me know what you guys think with regards to all of this. In terms of Liverpool's Champions League squad, I wonder what it was like. Let me just check. Champions League. So Liverpool's Champions League squad, right? Because we kind of need to keep in mind of Champions League as well. They have Napoli, Ajax, and Rangers. It's a pretty challenging squad. So I'm happy to just get Luis Diaz in now, and then probably move him out after the Everton game because we don't know what rotation will be like. This is a tough run for Liverpool in general, to be honest. Add to that, they have a couple tough Champions League groups as well. Couple tough Champions League fixtures as well. So there will be quite a bit of rotation involved. So yeah, this is basically my plan for. If I was to make another move, that would be my move. Reed to Luis Diaz. If I was to make another move. I have also been thinking about Tony as an option instead of Archer. But right now, at least, I'm very tempted by Luis Diaz because of the Bournemouth fixture. No deadline day streams, so this is the team. Rhea, TA. Yeah, I most likely won't have a deadline day stream tomorrow because I'm going to be out traveling. If I do find some time to do it, I will try, but highly unlikely. So ask your questions now. Rhea, Trent, James Walker, Saliba. That's good. I like it. Madison, Salah, Mount, Martinelli. This is Haaland. 1 free transfer, 0.4. Thinking of Maddie to Kulu. Ooh, Maddie to Kulu is not a bad option. But I'm a bit worried with regards to Spurs' rotation soon. There will be rotation for Spurs soon. Obviously, their Champions League group is not too hard. So we don't have to worry too much about the rotation. But you never know with Conte. Having said that, Leicester aren't looking good. And their next 2 fixtures are quite tough. So I don't mind doing the Madison to Kulu move. And then maybe when Leicester shows some form, going back to Madison later after that. For now, the Madison to Kulu move looks pretty good. And Kulusevski probably is Spurs' best player right now, at least. That's what I think. I think that is basically what I wanted to cover for you guys. So I'll give it a bit more time if anyone had any questions to ask. And if I can do a deadline day stream tomorrow, even if it's for like an hour or half an hour, I will try. But I can't guarantee for you guys, unfortunately. Kulu Diaz for this game week. No players on Sunday, so want to have fun with Kulu. Fair enough. If you want to like give it a go on Sunday and like you want to check, I mean, Forest isn't a bad option. Forest are slightly better at home though. Keep that in mind. But if I had to pick between Kulu and Diaz, I would probably go Diaz because of the fact that Bournemouth are just a bit more worse. Liverpool badly need a win. That's probably the reason. So I think there is going to be probably a bit less rotation from Liverpool, at least for Game Week 4 and Game Week 5, because they need those wins. They need the points. Like they can't rotate against Newcastle as well because it's a tough game. So I'm expecting Diaz to probably have a bit more assurance of minutes. That's probably my reason. But if you want to have fun, I mean, I don't mind Kulu as well. I think he's a pretty decent option. What are Spurs' fixtures like? Forest, West Ham, Fulham. Okay, so Spurs' fixtures aren't the easiest though. That's the one issue. But I don't mind it as an option if you wanted to. But if you had to pick between Diaz and Kulu, I would go Diaz. Okay, cheers, mate. No worries, Amit. No worries. Also, for anyone who's watching this either now or watching this back later, do join the Football Chatbox League. The league code is right down below X269WB. We have, how many people do we have at the moment? Let me check. Where is it? Here we go. So Deepak is right on top, followed by RT and Tasib and K7, Jitain and Tom, Zodiac, Mike, Rushant, Raul, and Shubhar and Sin as well. So we've got, how many members do we have? We have 87 members. So make sure to join the league if you want. League code is right down at the bottom, X269WB. This is the team. I think I will keep going for a couple more minutes and then we'll probably call it after that. There are no further questions. In terms of expected points, let me just get it up for you guys so that you guys can also have a look. Expected points for this game week and also for the next couple game weeks from FPL Review. Just loading it up. Okay, so this is the expected points. So you got Salah right on top, followed by KDB. Actually, let me load it again. So you got Salah right on top, followed by KDB, Luis Diaz, Kane, Haaland, and Trent. They are your top 6. Heung-min Son is right behind, but for me, Son hasn't looked that great, so which is why I got rid of him. Saka is also there, but not returning as the same. Jesus, Tony, good striker option. And then Cancelo and Martinelli. Now, if you wanted in terms of goalkeepers, Alisson, Edison, Ramsdale, Mendy, Sanchez, Lloris, and Pope. Can you do player comparison for Kulu and Diaz this game week? Yes, we can. You mean for expected points? If you want expected points, yes, we could do that. So we got Luis Diaz here. 7.1. Where's Kulusevski? Kulusevski. Have I lost him? Here we go. Kulusevski is here. Kulusevski is 17.3 for the next 5 game weeks. For this game week, he's 3.7. And Diaz is 7.1. It's because of the games. Diaz is playing Bournemouth, who are pretty bad. Kulusevski is playing Forest. Forest at home aren't too bad. That's the main reason for the expected points. In terms of actual player comparison, I can actually get that for you guys. Oh no, wait, you guys can't see this. Why is that? Oh, okay, sorry. I have bought it to the wrong one. Okay, hold on. Here we go. I forgot that you guys couldn't see that. So we got Diaz here, Luis Diaz right on top for midfielders. This is midfielders. 7.1 for this game week and 26.9 for the next 5 game weeks in terms of expected points. And Kulusevski is here, 3.7 for this game week and 17.3 for the next 5. So Kulusevski is lower than Diaz by a considerable margin, mainly because of one is minutes. That's an issue. And the other being that the fixture. So Liverpool are playing Bournemouth, easier fixture. Kulusevski is playing Forest away. I mean, Forest at home, so Forest are a bit more better at home. That's some of the reasons for the points being different like that. Apart from that, your top expected points for the next couple game weeks, Salah right on top, followed by KDB. Luis Diaz, Kane, Haaland, Trent, Son, Saka, Jesus, and Tony. Now, Saka and Son, I think, aren't really delivering, so I probably wouldn't get them. Even though they have high expected points, they haven't been doing it too much on the pitch, from the eye test at least. But the rest I do like as options. In terms of actual player comparison for you guys, let me get it. Let's go to the Fantasy Football Scout members area and compare 2 players from there. Players, comparison tool. Luis Diaz, Kulusevski. Alright. Comparison tool for Luis Diaz and Kulusevski for this season so far. Why does it say no data? Interesting. Something's wrong. Maybe I need to go to the next one. Okay, let me move this to the actual strange that that's not working. Let me move to the old one. Okay, here we go. Luis Diaz and Kulusevski. Alright, here we go. Fantasy Football Scout. Eric, welcome. What do you think about Big trending at the back? Big at the back. It depends on who you go for. Right now, the double Liverpool defense is not working. Double City's defense still has value. The only problem is we're not sure about Walker's minutes. It's getting a bit more tempting in terms of like whether his rotation will be an issue. But double City is still good. Double Chelsea, probably not. Maybe one Chelsea, one Liverpool, double City, and maybe a Newcastle or a Perisic. There is still value in terms of defense at the back. Haaland or KDB, game week 4 captain. Oof. Tough one that. Game week 4 captain, Haaland or KDB. I would probably go KDB. Lightly. Probably go KDB. But it's a close one, I think. The only reason I'm going KDB over Haaland is because I'm not sure about Haaland's minutes. How many minutes he'll get this week with there being a midweek fixture. Will, how are you doing? Been hiding after Monday? That's fine, don't worry. Monday is gone. We look forward to now the upcoming weekend. How are you doing, Will? And Eric, how are you doing as well? By the way, Amit, this is your comparison. Diaz, Kulusevski. In terms of where is it? Expected stats. XG, Diaz is on the left. By the way, Diaz is on the left. Diaz has higher XG compared to Kulusevski 0.10. In terms of assists, though, Kulusevski is higher compared to Diaz. But overall, in terms of just goals, Diaz is higher. Touches in the final third, Diaz has slightly higher than Kulusevski. In passes, goal involvement, everything, he's slightly higher. BPS though, Kulusevski is much more higher in the BPS than Luis Diaz. And also because that might have to do with the fact that Liverpool have been a bit weak in the last couple of game weeks. Penalty area touches, almost very close, not too much of a difference to be honest. Minutes per goal also almost not too, actually there is a bit of a difference for here. Goal attempts though is significantly different. 7 goal attempts from Luis Diaz, only 2 from Kulusevski. Passes we don't really care, defending we don't really care. But yeah, that's basically the comparison. By the way, this is my team at the moment for anyone who's joining. I'm thinking of taking a hit, taking a -4 to get Luis Diaz in. Read to Luis Diaz, but I haven't decided yet. 3 premium on Wildcard with Salah, Kane, and De Bruyne, or spread the funds SM. I tried the premium, it didn't work. Sad life. I would spread the funds. I've been so busy, haven't been able to catch a stream. Oh, that's fine. Well, I'm doing the stream today mainly because I might not be able to do a deadline stream tomorrow for you guys, so I decided to do a stream today. Tomorrow I'm going to be out traveling, so because of that I might not have time to be able to, or at least I won't get home in time to be able to do a stream for you guys. I've been so irritated by watching Robber for months now. I transferred him out after the game. Fair enough. Robber, Bailly and Haaland to Veltman, KDB and Tony for a -4. Oh, you've already done that, or are you going to do the other moves? I don't mind it. Not a bad set of moves. I still might keep Haaland if you haven't transferred him out yet. But yeah. Rate the number 1 guy in your league for game week 1 to 3. Okay, we will. Here we go. Oh, you're tied, bro. Oh no, you're not number 1. But we'll rate your team. Ramsdale, Trent, Cancelo, James. I still think this is pretty good. Luis Diaz, Salah, Martinelli. That's good. De Silva. No. Yeah, De Silva. I wouldn't start De Silva to be honest. Don't expect anything from De Silva, guys. I told this before. He had very low XG goals. Rodrigo is good. Good that you managed to get his haul as well. Haaland, Jesus. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Dalot. Interesting. I might be tempted to start Dalot this week, to be honest. If you're not making any transfers, that is. And maybe you can roll. But yeah, apart from that, I like your team. I like this team, Ate. Yes, so Diaz it is. Yes, Diaz it is probably. Well, we are hoping for Liverpool to do a better performance. So let's see. I've already done it. Probably not sensible with Robbo versus Bournemouth at home, but I'm done with him. Plus, there's an outside chance he gets dropped. Fair enough. I've been slightly worried by the fact that Robbo has always been getting subbed out for Tsimikas, but then people are saying he's getting subbed out for Tsimikas because club doesn't really know what other transfer to do. But I still find it very odd that he keeps getting subbed out. But yeah, oh well. Ederson versus Sanchez on a wild card. Bank those clean sheets for the long run with locked minutes in City defense. That is actually a very sensible move to do if you wanted to. Ederson, you could probably go right now in City's defense. Ederson is probably the most nailed option. Cancelo could get rotated sometimes. Walker more likely to get rotated out of all of the backline. Ake sadly injured, because if Ake was fit, I would have played Ake. So maybe Ederson is actually probably the best from that City defense. Got rid of Haaland early to catch KDB rise, plus rotation for Haaland in future weeks. Fair enough, yes. I think if you guys still have Haaland, I would probably keep him And I would probably also start him for game week 5. But keep in mind that we are all collectively taking that risk, I guess. So you don't have to worry, because there'll be a lot of managers still taking that risk to see how many minutes he actually gets, because the fixture is very tasty. But if you don't want Haaland, KDB is a good option. Trent Alexander-Arnold as captain, no, don't do it. Go for Salah. Salah hasn't looked good. I'll be the first one to say that Salah hasn't looked good, but he still manages to find goals. When you're captaining a defender, you at least want to be assured of a clean sheet. And right now, Liverpool don't seem to be assuring you, sadly, with the clean sheet. So, probably go for the attacker. How many clean sheets do you think Brighton will get in the next 5? Let's have a look, shall we? Leeds, Fulham. So, Leeds at home, Fulham away. Leicester at home, Bournemouth away. Oops. Crystal Palace at home. I think they'll get a clean sheet against Leicester. They'll get a clean sheet against Bournemouth. They will get a clean sheet against either Leeds or Fulham. I'm not sure. Or both. Not really sure. Crystal Palace, I expect them to probably concede though, because Crystal Palace are a good team. Leeds at home. So Brighton are playing at home. Maybe they keep a clean sheet for this. One of these two, they might keep a clean sheet, I think. But I would expect Leicester and Bournemouth. So maybe about 3 to 4 clean sheets in the next 5. Haaland will start game week 4. I'm pretty sure. Games after that, I'm more worried. Yeah, same. I'd agree as well. I think game week 4, I'm kind of okay and set with Haaland. After that, I'm also a bit worried. Would have wildcarded but rolled last week, so effectively burning a transfer. Plus, don't think the team actually needs a wildcard. Yeah, if your team doesn't need a wildcard, you don't need to wildcard. Now, I made a wildcard draft of what I think people would want to wildcard into, and I mean, if you kind of already have a majority of these players, then you probably don't need to wildcard. If you have a majority of these players, and a lot of people would probably have a majority of these players. I did mention that you could go Gundogan now and go Maddison later as an option. And you could go Pope if you didn't want to go Trippier and you wanted to put some other defender here. Those are a couple options for people. And also, eventually, I guess people will start to look to move into a 3-4-3 as well. But for now, I think this also offers value. Neto to Arsenal not happening. Zaha linked again with Arsenal. Oh, has he? I haven't seen that. I'm 29th in your league. Make sure to join the league for anyone who's watching. X269WB. This is Will. This is a pretty... Okay, so Robertson's gone, like you mentioned. Haaland was gone. And who was the other one? Leon Bailey. Yeah, I think your team looks pretty solid. And Trippier, you have Trippier still, which is good. Because you can start Trippier. I was wondering why people were getting rid of Trippier. But you kept Trippier, so that's good. Neto to Arsenal not happening. Yeah, fair enough. I probably don't... but it's very hard to know on that. But Zaha linked again. I don't think Zaha is leaving, guys. I just think he's going to stay at Crystal Palace. He's been linked every transfer window. He gets linked and then he doesn't get sent off, or like he doesn't leave. You like this draft? That's good. Then I think this draft works for a lot of people for a wild card. That is good. That is good. Got a 3.9 goalkeeper, 4.5 midfielder. Midfielder and forward. I like Andres a lot. I think he's the best 4.5. I love Trips holding long term. Yes, Trippier I think is a good option long term. And this is a wildcard 9 fixture swing. So for people who will wildcard in game week 9, they will look to like target these fixtures. So Newcastle is a team to target. Leicester is a team to target. potentially Wolves, Guedes could be an option by that time. You never know. Fulham, Mitrovic will be an option. So if you can get a couple players at least, if for people who are wildcarding, if you can get a couple players at least from those fixtures now itself, then you don't have to worry that you will be far behind the pack when it comes to game week 9. Because the last thing you want is to get a team that is strong for now but not strong enough when it comes to game week 9. Because then you will be immediately behind the pack and then you'll be just taking hits unnecessarily to catch up. So you want a more balanced squad. I still think I'd have Trent in a 5-3-2 in that draft, but Gundo could be a great option as long as rotation is minimal. True. I wanted to get Trent, but there's so much you can do without that money. Let's say if we wanted to get Trent, right, then we would probably downgrade Gundogan to... Who can we downgrade him to? Actually, first let's upgrade Trent and then see how much money we need to downgrade. So Saliba will be the one to go, at least for me, if I was to do that move. And I would go and get Trent. Where is Trent? There we go. So I have 2.6 million I have to kind of free up, which is a tough call. If it was 2.6 that I had to free up, then Perisic kind of has to get downgraded. So Gundogan would probably go to a midfielder, to like a 6 million midfielder maybe. Unfortunately, Rodrigo has gone up, but Harrison isn't a bad option as well for anyone who wanted. From Leeds, Harrison also still, I think, a good option. Apart from that, maybe Guedes, but I haven't seen enough from Wolves yet. Maybe you can just go for a 4.5 midfielder and then boost your striker option. That's another possibility. Gundo to Dewsbury Hall. Oh yeah, that's not a bad option. Yeah, you could do something like this because Dewsbury Hall will play. And then you play a back 5 basically. Something like this. This is also not too bad. Oh, Almiro. I think I downgrade James over Perisic at him. Seems to be playing at centre back a lot. Yeah, you could probably downgrade James as well if you wanted to. I just think Reece James is still pretty good. Like, he's a bonus points magnet. That's the thing. You could downgrade James to Cucurella, which will give you a bit more money to maybe upgrade your midfield. But I don't know. Depends on people's budgets. I have to kind of account for that because some people might have more money in the bank or less money. But if you're doing James downgrade, I would probably go to even a 4.5. Because I think Cucurella is fine, but you can probably go to Arsenal defender as well. Like Saliba if you wanted to, or even a Zinchenko if you had the money. But yeah, there are a couple of different options that people could do if you guys wanted to. However, if the thing is, wildcarding now is not ideal, to be honest. But if like Trent doesn't keep a clean sheet against Bournemouth, or by the time he comes to game week 6 and he hasn't kept a clean sheet, for this run, I can see a lot of managers, including myself as well, dropping Trent and going on the wildcard. In game week 9 wildcard, will probably all drop Trent. If they have shown that they aren't capable of keeping clean sheets at the moment. But we don't know until we see, basically. Almiron also not too bad as an option. Maybe Almiron might be a better option than Dewsbury Hall right now because of the fact that Leicester are looking pretty bad. So actually, Almiron might be a pretty decent option. Okay. Yeah, if you want an Arsenal defender, then I'll get rid of Reece James. Then I'll probably get rid of Reece James, and I'll probably have I don't mind having Saliba for now. It looks pretty good, and you kind of save a bit of money to maybe probably upgrade. Like you can upgrade the forward slot to someone maybe if you wanted to, or you could downgrade Almiron to 4.5 and upgrade your striker a bit more. A couple options you can do. Tin, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? So yeah, this is probably the plan. Well, or at least this is for wildcard for anyone who wants to do wildcard. This is my team. But yeah, any further questions, let me know. In terms of Champions League fixtures, from a Premier League point of view, I think Spurs got a decent group. Chelsea, you never know with Chelsea, to be honest. But I think their group is easy and they should be able to qualify. City should qualify, but Sevilla and Dortmund aren't the easiest fixtures. Liverpool's group is slightly tough because Ajax and Napoli are both good. And that's the Premier League teams. And then Barca, lol. Poor Barca. Maybe they'll be going into... You never know. It's between Barca or Inter for the Europa League. I've got Ramsdale, Veltman, ATM, but would rather it be Sanchez, Saliba? Yeah, to be honest, that's the Sanchez Saliba probably saves you more money as well. So maybe that's a better option. You can use that extra money elsewhere. Cool. I think this will be it. Any further questions? We've covered most of it. Unfortunately, usually on a non-deadline stream, we don't have that many people. I'm making the most of it. It's something I'd have done on a wildcard, but therefore thinking wait until 9 is worth. Yeah, I still think wait until Game Week 9 is worth it, because look at the fixture swing, right? Arsenal's fixtures get really hard from Game Week 9 onwards, and a lot of us have triple Arsenal. Same thing with City, Liverpool. I think we could all start to drop some of our big, most of our team is filled with top 6 players, and top 6 players are about to get tough fixtures from Game Week 9 onwards. So I still think holding your wildcard till then is probably worth it, and also international break. So you never know, injuries during the international break. You never know what will happen. Good luck this week. Thank you. I wish you also the best of luck. Hopefully all of us have a better game week. I am still waiting to see what a green arrow will look like, but I'm not too worried about overall rank because it's still very early. And the points difference between ranks is just tiny. So you could easily jump 500,000 with a couple difference in terms of points. So yeah, this is basically it. I might probably call it here. And if I can, now I most likely won't be able to stream tomorrow, but if I can, I will try to stream. Even if it's for an hour maybe for you guys. If I can, that is. Watkins or Ings are also good option on wildcard. No. Aston Villa's fixtures aren't great. You don't want a wildcard on this. Oh, you mean if you mean on Game Week 9, then yes. Not wildcard now though. Game Week 9, yeah. Game Week 9 fixtures are pretty good. This is a nightmare. Steven Gerrard will be wishing that he can get through this with at least about, how many? 4 points? If he gets 4 points from this game, from these 4 games, I think he'll be happy. Alright guys, I think we will call it a day there. And I'll post my team on Twitter tomorrow. And if I'm doing any moves, any transfers, I will let you guys know on Twitter. So make sure to follow me on Twitter at Ryan_MS28. If I can stream even for like an hour or half an hour tomorrow, I will try. But I can't guarantee because I won't be at home. If I'm at my friend's place and if I can do it from there, maybe I'll try. But we can't guarantee anything. But yeah, anyways, thank you to everyone who's joined me. Wish you all the best of luck for tomorrow. Hope you guys get green arrows. This is the team going ahead tomorrow. The only move I haven't decided yet is if I want to take a -4 for Reed to Luis Diaz. So let me know in the comments after this video is ended. Let me know in the comments if you guys would probably do that move or not. Amit says, cheers mate, thanks. Nice stream as always. Thank you, Amit. So thank you to Amit, thank you to Will, thank you to Tin, thank you to SM. Who else joined me? Zachariah, Eric, and Abdurrahman. Thank you to everyone who joined the stream and commented inside, and also for anyone who was roaming as well on the back seat. So thank you to everyone. I will see you guys for Monday's 5 things we learned. And actually we'll have a podcast on Monday because we have a midweek fixture for Game Week 5 is midweek. So we'll have a podcast on Monday. So I'll see you guys on Monday's podcast. If not, maybe tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, we'll see. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the football. And I'll see you all probably Monday. Peace out, everyone.